For those who may not know who you are, please introduce yourself and let them know who you are.
My name is Portia. My real name is Tanya Bell, aka Portia the Host.
We gonna get to where and when Portia came about, but I want to take it back first. Where were you born?
I was born in West Palm Beach, Florida.
What was your upbringing like?
My grandparents were Pentecostal. My mother and father didn't raise me.
Did you have any interactions with your parents?
I had interaction with my mom. I only saw my father one time when I was 13. That's it.
What was the interaction with your mom like?
Barely there as well. Just made sure I had the proper things I needed, as in school clothes, Christmas, stuff like that.
But you lived with your grandparents?
I lived with I was raised by my grandparents.
How were they as far as their rules and their household?
Oh, they were very strict because they were Pentecostal. They were saved. I would say they were churchy people, as you could say. Yeah.
So, as a teen, was it hard to follow their rules and guidelines?
Oh, yes, that was hard because you had to wear dresses every day, very long ones. Well, I always crop top mine. But yes, it was hard as, going to school, your friends could wear pants and you couldn't wear pants. So it was like, yeah.
And that continued through high school?
Yes.
At what age did you lose your virginity?
Yes, at 15.
Was that experience what you thought it would be, or did that experience make you look at men or life a little different?
No, girl, it ain't make me look at them no kind of way different. I picked the right boy at the right time to bust the cherry, so it was all the way right. I had a nice guy. He didn't come up short. He was just right. So yes, everything was perfect. I can say, you know how you have some experiences bad and wonderful. I can say that. I really, when I opened up to a guy who was really well built. So yeah, great. It was great. It was great.
Now, how was your academics, your grades?
Oh God. Now I wasn't the brightest, but I wasn't the dumbest. I always knew to keep a smart, cute friend. So I was basic, the basic girl. I'm not gonna say I was went to algebra. I walked battles classes. Those were not my classes. I was just basic. I was just basic in school. My worst subject I hated was math. I did not like math. I couldn't put all the numbers together. It was just too many. When they started saying the Y go with the T and the I kept saying, what the hell is this? I'm just getting over division. And I was like in high school. So, I dropped out in the 10th grade. So I raised myself. So.
Let's get into that. What made you decide you were going to drop out at such an early age?
Well, what triggered the decision for me was I had a lot going on in my inner house where I was. So that made me just say, the hell with school. I want to get away from this life and I just want to go. I was really tired of what I was going through at home.
What were you going through at home?
I'd rather not discuss that. It wasn't good. I want to hold that off. I want to hold off on that one because it wasn't good for me at home. It wasn't good.
So, dropping out of school became your escape?
When I dropped out of school, I took a whole new experience of myself with, um, when I ran away from home. Let's go there. So when I turned 15, I ran away from home. I left the door at 15 and I didn't do this. That means look back. I left and I didn't come back. So the first club I ever danced in was the Mint Lounge.
If anyone has ever been to the Mint, it's like a staple in Miami, a small place.
Yeah, I can say it was like a door like this. Like you turn this way, you turn that way, you're in, you're out. But we got dressed inside of a trailer. They had a trailer hooked up to it. They used to have a trailer hooked up to it. So yeah, that was the most. That was a club that I can say when I first started dancing. It was a mixture of white girls, black girls. But I'm gonna tell you something. No dancers now. I like those dancers were back then. Because imagine she's dancing on stage and she's playing her porn video, but she might be fucking two men at the same time and on stage. So that was entertainment. Oh, you looking at her dancing and you watching her fucking at the same time. Yeah. And the ladies were absolutely freaking beautiful. They were beautiful. You were saying, she's so God, she's so breathtaking. But yeah.
Why the Mint?
Let me let you know this. There wasn't too many black clubs open. The Mint was the black people's spot back in the late 80s to go to. So I was dancing at the Mint in 1988. 88, I was dancing at the Mint.
Now, was it a friend that kind of said, hey, come to the Mint, or?
No, I liked the money and wanted some. And when I ran away from home, I went and stayed with my aunt. And people when you stand in their house, they want money. Even though this your aunt, I like money. I just wasn't never ashamed to try anything. And when I went there, I said, I'm gonna go dance. And my cousin then was like, you ain't gonna dance. I said, yes, I am. I said, give me your ID. And I never forget. We made a copy ID at the wig store, on 183rd and 27th. That same wig store they got over there now, that beauty supply store, that was a wig store. And they used to make your IDs for you. Like if you had a passport or anything, you could make a fake ID right in there. Yeah, so I went and got me an ID made with my cousin name. And I went to the Mint and started dancing. And when I worked in the Mint, I'll never forget Convertible Bert came to the Mint. And he brought Mike Tyson. So I didn't know who Convertible Bert was. And I'm looking like, who is this? Who is this man? Say, oh, they say Convertible Bert here, Convertible Bert here. So I don't know no drug dealers like that. Like, who's Convertible Bert? Who is this? And he came in with Mike Tyson. I knew who Mike Tyson was. But I'm like, oh my God, all the girls running. He say, who are you? I had everybody from A to Z. I say, well, stop on me because you ain't never had me. Okay. He said, I like you dance. And we danced. We made I'm telling you, like, the money you made. And I was a rookie. I was dancing like, I'm going to tell y'all, it was so funny. I was dancing like the videos. You remember how Janet Jackson would wear a long wig? I would get up there and dance like that. I didn't get up there and booty shake like the rest of the girls because I'm a new girl. I didn't know. I had to learn and grasp it. I get up there doing what the videos doing, all this property locking and all this foolery. And then I got sexy with it as the months went on.
How did it feel the first night you came home with some money?
Oh my God. The first night I came home with some good cash was like $5,000. And that's the night when Convertible Bert brought Mike Tyson in here. Like he came in the club, a small club like that, with $50,000. So just imagine you a young girl with no money.
And you was 15?
No, I'm 15 and I came home with all the money. Oh man, I gave my cousins hundreds. It was like, you made all this money. You going back tomorrow. That was like, you going back tomorrow. I was like, yes, I'm ready. But let me give you this little snippet. I got a phone call to go where Mike Tyson was. And they were looking for girls. And they say, well, they say he asked for you. The girl, I'm a newbie, the rookie of the crew. So they really played me because I didn't know, but I'm so excited to go. And everybody, when I didn't ask the other girls what they got, but I had got 1,500. And I thought I was freaking fucking rich. Freaking rich. I will never forget that at the Mayfair Hotel in Coconut Grove.
How did you come up with the infamous name, Portia?
No, when I started, this lady named Avonda Jackson, I met her from over town. And she gave me the name Portia. She gave me the name Portia. That's how I got Portia.
Now you're 15 getting money and you're 16 getting money, and so on each year. What point did you realize that time was flying? If you did at all. Did you have any goals?
Right. It ain't no realizer. You 15, you 16, because really I was really on the ID 18. So now I'm finna turn 19. I almost had forgot my real age when they did catch up to me. So you didn't really like say I'm 15 now, what I'm gonna do at 16. You don't give a damn what you do. You seeing all this money, you just saying it's never gonna end.
Did you stay at the Mint or did you go to other clubs?
I went to another club. I got chosen to come out of the Mint. When I turned 16, I was like going on 17 when I met the owner of the Rolexx. And I told him that I was 19. And I'll never forget this. And then when I went and opened up the Rolexx, he told me, he said, I got a club. You thinking about work? Would you come work for me at my club? Because on Thursday nights they used to have a bikini night at the Rolexx, and I was like, sure, anything making money, of course I'll go. You came here, spent money on me, so I figured, of course I'll go. So I went. The club crowded, people outside. It's big, so you like now that was fascination because now I'm going from a strip club to a regular club. Looking around, like, wow, this is different. You see all these people just staring at you. And we did a bikini show. And that's when he decided to change that it was the climax to the Rolexx. So yeah.
How was it for you interacting with the older dancers at the time? Did the older women see you as a threat at that age, or did you see them as a threat?
I wouldn't say they was a threat to me because they were all dream dolls. And I was fixing myself to be a doll. You understand what I'm saying? How you can say that? How you mimic what you see. So by that being said, when I fixed myself up like a porcelain doll, because I came in one way and I fixed myself up as a porcelain doll, now you got them looking at me like I always was a person who had a lot of confidence. And I don't care where you take me or put me, I can blend in and get in to be everybody's friends that I'm gonna be likable. So I was in evolve myself up to a doll because when I came in, I was just like the girl who want to do a video, thinking that this was a video thing. So as you see the ladies be sexy because those ladies took pride in their goddamn self. When I tell you they boots was fly, they hair was fly, they wigs, because they were wigs. Wigs was a big, big thing, and I'm not talking about the wig stick down there. They pulled it right off as soon as they came in the dressing room, shuck it off, and slid it back on when it was time to go back on stage. So that was a big thing. You was a wig girl. So it just took you to a whole nother level. It took you to a whole nother level of being a dancer. They put on perfume with lotion. These girls, they didn't wear body spray. What is the fuck is that? It was nice perfume. So everything was like different. It was different.
During this time, did you have any relationships, or were you just focused on the money as time was flying by?
Well, I made a relationship with the man that owned the Rolex. And yeah, because when he asked me to come to his club, I was like one of his side girlfriends. He told me, say, he said, I have 23 girls. He said, I have 22 girls. I said, well, make me 23. And I always was quick on my mouth. Like you said something to me, I said something back. You this is that. So yeah, I just blended in and knew my place. 23 went to 2. It didn't matter. It's her and me and you. That's how I always took things.
Did he take care of you?
Oh, he was phenomenal. How he found out well, I'm going to give you this story. I'm the very first dancer to open the Rolexx on 119th Street and 27th Avenue. It's no other dancer in the world to open up this club but Tanya Bell, aka PORSCHEA the Host. This is my story. I opened up this club at 16 and a half years old. And I told him I was 19. I went to high school with his sons before I dropped out. So as I was on the stage, I'm dancing, They walk in because this is Roger's stepfather and Compton's uncle. So as I'm on the stage, I'm just shaking, holding the pole. So I turned around and I saw Roger. And I said, oh, oh. So he said, I know that girl. You know somebody looking at you. That's Tanya Bell. Because in school, they called me by my whole name. It wasn't like, what's up, Keisha? What's up, Tay? What's up, Tanya? No, Tanya Bell. It went together as a sentence. I hated that name. And when he saw me up there, he ran to the office. He said, she go to my school, snitch. I didn't like that. So then, I'll never forget it. He said, come in. They said, Portia, you wanted in the office. The principal's office. I went to the office and he said, I'll never forget. He said, how old are you? You know, he was from Guyana. I say, what I told her, what you mean how old I am? My son say he know you. I said, I don't know him. He like, but I knew him because he was like the shit in school. Like he was real wrong. And I was looking at him like, this motherfucker. He say, go get your ID. I say, what it say? I don't know him. But he was like, dang her name. He was very adamant of who I was. I want to say kick fucking rocks, fuck you. I am who I say I am on this IG, and that's that. And I walked out. But it was so funny and embarrassing. And I didn't like him at all after he did that. But we became so close and good friends. But yeah, he told his stepfather, because that was his stepfather. He told him, say, she's my age. What is she doing here? I said, you want a club or not? I'm not gonna keep debating with you. I told you what the ID said. This is what it is. And this is what you're gonna get. And I didn't tell him until years later, until I turned 19 for real, how old I really was.
And what was his reaction then?
It was too late.
It was.
How long did you work at the Rolexx?
Oh my God. 1989 to like 95. I took a break, like 2-3 years, went back in 99, and after 99, that's when Coco's and stuff was flourishing and evolving. So I went over there and danced a little bit. I really worked Rolexx and Coco's for a little bit, but that's when other things started happening, you know, like life transitioning now. Because when I took a 2-year break, he got me, you want me to get into the story? Selling girls now. But we should go back a little bit. Ask me another question.
Now you've evolved at the Lexx. Did the other girls look to you for guidance?
No, by me going with the owner, I was the top dog bitch. So Portia get away with anything. Portia could do anything. Portia get the girls. People would come to me for parties. People wanted, because I was the socialite. I was the girl who say, if you want it, you gotta go through me. She was too scared to talk, and this is what it is. I said, don't say nothing, bitch. I'll do all the talking. You smile and look pretty. I got it. Yes, what are we doing? And that's what I was. I sold any and everything. She was willing, I was selling. That's what it was.
Hey, guys. I know we're here to mingle. I know we're here to network. But please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. If you like what you're hearing so far, please like and subscribe to this channel.
You mentioned you took a 2-year break. Why?
The 2-year break was a turn of me really, it was a dark place. I had got on drugs. Really wasn't good, but I still was highly respected because I had something a man couldn't never, ever, I didn't understand. Let me say this. I had the power that a man with money didn't have. I knew how to influence her to make her go with him, and he had everything she wanted, and she had what he wanted. But he didn't know how to come to her and say, I want you to go home, because they were so, if I said it, they know it was gold. They know it was like stamping. Portia say you got it and go do it, it's gonna be done. And that's how it was.
So, how did you come out of the 2-year break?
How did I come out the 2 years? Well, I got banned for one. I had a big fight, and they threw me out. I couldn't go in. They didn't want me on the property, but I still was hard.
At the Lexx?
Yes, I taught the people club. People ain't want me in for about 2 years. They ain't even want me on the property. They see me on the property. It was authorized to call the police. A couple of times they did it, but I told them, fuck you. And kept on going. But yeah, those were the days. But let me tell you something. It was so good back in the days. Like when you just go down memory lane, you could make money for the parking lot. I ain't had to go in the motherfucking club and take off damn motherfucking clothes. I can get there at 12 o'clock and leave at 2 o'clock, and I got me down at $1,500. Because the people that's gonna come in, you standing outside, you talking, Portia, what's up, what's up? Give me something, I always be. Give me a few dollars. Come on inside, bitch, you know I can't come inside. Give me the money. Nah. And that was me, you know what I'm saying? Well, Portia, I want this girl right here, tell her to come to the door and I'm gonna get her for you. So I made money. I would go there 3 days a week in the parking lot and have my whole rent, this, that, and other. Yeah. Yeah.
Hustling
That's it.
by all means necessary.
Never stop. Never stop.
What year were you facilitating women?
I came in 1990. No. Soon as I knew I sold one, I said, is this easy? They dingbats, of course. So they was flower bombs. They didn't know. They was pretty and young, fresh, new, and they wanted money. It wasn't no strings attached. See, now girls have strings attached. They have feelings. Who the fuck have feelings? They didn't have. Those girls were numb. They were like, this is business only. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to ask you your name. I'm gonna do what I do, and this is that. So yeah.
Where did you go after you took your 2-year break?
After that, what did I do around my 2000s? Well, my first set of 2000, I still hustled and worked a couple of spots, but I had took a little break from dancing, and I started working. Now we're gonna go on a transition of me going to this club called Take One. I started working there in 2004 as a host on the mic. And they had a little jukebox that they had. And I was walking around with the microphone. People stick the quarters in and play their song. I still know how to make people feel big. So in 2004, when I worked there, I had got fired like about 6 months in me working the job. And the guy fired me because somebody had lied on me. And I cussed him out. Fuck you. I don't need it. This and that. But that was the turning point. I could say God took me to say, okay, now it's time to stir you this way. I want you to stop going this way. So, yeah.
You mentioned you had a moment with Mike Tyson. So I'm sure you met a few celebrities. What is the most memorable moment you had with a celebrity as a dancer?
TUPAC Shakur.
Tupac?
Yes. TUPAC Shakur was the most coolest. It was just so funny how we met. And it was just like a movie. Like I kept hearing the DJ say, well, this is how it happened. JT Money brought him inside the Rolexx in 94. And I didn't know who he was then. The DJ knew who he was. So the DJ kept playing the song. I heard Brenda's got a baby. Brenda's got a brain. So I went up there and told the punk, because the DJ was a punk named Dante. So I said, well, punk, what you keep playing this song for? He said, girl, the boy in here. The boy in here. So I said, who is the boy? He said, Tupac. I had heard the song on the radio, because he was big, but, I didn't want to hear about no Brenda's got a baby and Brenda's really got a brain. But he came with the DJ booth. He was in the DJ booth with the DJ and talking to JT Money and all that. So they playing different songs. They like, shit don't stop. I guess with you. So he playing all the man's songs. So he said, what, you finna go on stage. We finna go on stage. So I said, okay. I was there. So he said, who is that? So the DJ said, come in, come in the booth. So I said, yeah, what's up? So he said, what's up with you? So me, I always stayed hot and always stayed ready. I was like coffee, hot and ready. And he was like, it's so funny. He said, oh, what's up with you? So I say, whatever you want to be up. He said, you know what to do. I said, you know what I like. And that was cash. So I knocked him right off in the DJ booth.
With the DJ in there?
Yes, I didn't care who watched.
And you went to dance right after?
Yes. Went into the back, wipe off, and here's the stage I go.
And keep it moving.
You better believe it.
When did you realize who he was when he got big?
Oh, girl, I realized it in 95. When he made, I was never forget this. It was me and about 4 of my friends on the plane. It's me, Pinky, Keisha, Moet, and a couple of our friends. So he had made that's when he went out to California, and he changing the whole script of his music. So I was big because I knocked him off, but I wasn't that big. So when he then changed all his music to California, so the club is just jumping like, what? So we on the plane, like, like they like, man, pop back. I said, yeah, he real back. Shit, he owed me some income tax. He ain't pay me that good. I said, and when we got to the Rolexx, I'd never forget. As soon as we landed at the airport, we all went straight to the Rolexx. Man, when I tell you they was funking that music, that album right there was phenomenal. It was the most phenomenal album he could have made before he was laid to rest. Phenomenal. He took the game to a whole nother level because he started singing with the rapping. He just was rapping at first, but with the music, he on there with Snoop and Dre, and you like, oh girl. I said he owed me some money when he come back to the Rolexx. And then they killed him. So I was like, wow. Yeah.
When the news spread that he passed away, what did you feel?
I felt hurt. And I really did. I felt hurt because he was a super cool guy. I didn't hang out with him or nothing, but just my little experience, I was like big and everybody knew that experience happened. Like, it wasn't, how if a girl knock a guy off in the DJ booth now, she's a slut whore, anything. I'm Portia. Portia, you's a legend. You knocked on Tupac. So that was a big thing to everybody. If someone knock off a celebrity in the booth, they like, oh, that bitch knocked that nigga off in the booth. She's 30, she's a slut. But bitch, I'm knocked on Tupac. I played with Mike Tyson. Bro, I'm a legend in this town. I had the champ and the baddest rapper. What do you want? So hey, yeah. It really kind of touched me. I think he had so much to offer the world before he left. Yeah, he really did.
Now let's fast forward. We're back at Take One, and now you're a host. And clearly, after hearing your story, you always had the gift of gab. And now your life is taking a turn?
Yes, you got to be a talker and a thinker at the same time. So when I got fired from Take One, I was on drugs. And I used to get high all the time, but I was tired of kind of getting high. And I stopped. And when I stopped, I went back. But before I went back, my friend who got me the gig of hosting, which is Anthony, got to give my friend a shout out. She had told me, say, he wants you back. I told him to hire you back. Because you were good. I was getting the money on stage. They were making lots and lots of money with me talking, walking around with a mic and a jukebox. And I was like, for real? And I was making like $700-800. Those just tips. Not even to pay what the club was giving, because one thing about people, when you well known, people give you money. It was nothing for somebody to say, he go $100, he go $200, he go this, he go that. You know what I'm saying? So you made money talking on the mic, making people feel good. That's what I know how to do. Make you feel good and want to spend money.
So he brought you back.
Yeah, he brought me back. And when he brought me back, he kind of changed my life.
In what sense?
In what sense? I would say he just showed me different. He was a guy that showed me like you could have the finer things of life. He took me different places. He took you out of your experience because you got to understand when I came outside, I came from running and I ran with wolves. So now he's taking you to a land of sheep and it's pretty over here and it's elegant. And you know, you're looking at yourself like, I can have this. And when I stopped getting high, you get to save money because you're not buying cocaine anymore or whatever you was doing, you know, so you see different. And that's why they always, I guess, what made me tell you, you know, get round different, you'll do different. So when I got round different, I saw different and you won't more.
When you started hosting, as a female, that wasn't normal at that time. Was there anyone else doing that?
No, only ladies would do it as the radio station ladies. Like we had a Super Cindy or, you know, if they did the radio.
And they would bring in a personality from the outside
Yeah,
versus someone of that world.
yeah. Me, I'm just gonna do whatever. Whenever and however and talk shit too.
So you evolved as a host. Did you stay at Take One or did you branch out?
Oh, man, I went from the host to the boss.
How?
Easy. I told him get a DJ booth and get a DJ. I said, hey, you gotta move with the trends in life. You know, the jukebox is nice, but we got such a long air break. Get a DJ. So he always listened to us girls. We would come and put the plays together, tell us, run the ball, let's go. And that's what he did. He always did what we said. So we got a DJ booth. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to work the floor a little bit. And I would work the floor as being a hostess on the floor because one thing people like, they like to feel big. You know, I'm going to walk you in. I'm going to serve you. I'm going to greet you. I'm going to sit you down. I'm going to, what girls you want? Let me go get them. You want 2 dick suckers or 2 rank regulars? You know, it was like selling dreams. You want the dick suckers or you want to play? What you want? That might be a dream if I think about it. Hey, what you want? So I always knew how to sell and I always knew how to get me some money. Especially with a body. She didn't even have to talk. That made it even better.
Okay, I see the boss evolution. Now, how long did you stay at Take One?
Oh, from 2004 to like 2012. And it took a bad turn for him. And it was good for me. You know, I would have parties, birthday parties. These people gave you $20,000. You know, at the end of the party, you count 20 bands. And it's not one party that was like this. It's like 3 or 4 parties. You know, every year I had it. I know one year I made 15. One year I made 20. One year I think I made either 13 or 10 between something in there. But yeah.
What's the most you made in one night?
$30,000.
How did you feel on those nights?
Oh, you feel good. But that's a birthday party. They was trying to outdo Big Mac came in alone and brought 10,000. AB had 10,000. You know, that was one of my birthday parties.
Oh, wow.
Like you say, when they counted up the money, you say, you know what you got, right? And you be like, no. But yeah, it was money in that little box there.
So, birthday parties are a special event. What would you make on an average night?
Now at Take One, as I took over, the regular Fridays 1,500. Other nights you could get 2,000. It depends on who come there. You can make 2,000 in the daytime because they used to have celebrity basketball players coming there, sit, drink, be in a quiet corner. So somebody passing you 5 here, 5 there. They gonna take the girl home. They had to break you off for that. The girl had to break you off, so you just go get money all the way around the board. Now, what you would want to ask me is, what's the most I'd have made in a week? You can make 5 to 10 grand in a week because you gotta understand. On Friday and Saturday, you making 1,500 a piece. Then you got the Thursday night. I used to have Thursday night. I had a promotion night there. And I would make like 2,000, 3,000. You're not messing up that type of money. When you add it up, you take you $500. Say that's for the whole weekend. Put it up. So yeah, it's good.
Did people ever refer to you as a madam?
Mm. Yeah. I didn't mind it because I always made sure the customers knew you gonna treat them right or you gonna deal with me. You know, she going with you on my faith. So that's the power I knew I had. I didn't really know I had this power though. I used to just talk crazy and talk a little foolish, but I didn't know I had the power of influence. I can make her go with him. And he had everything that she wanted, but neither one of them had the sense to connect. She would be dancing for him, and he'd look at her in the eyes, but he had to come to me and say, I want her. And I said, you know what, I want. Easy. Let's make the even swap. It ain't no swindling.
So from 88 until 2012, what did you see as far as the evolution of the club or the game?
The changes in the club with the girls came in 97. That's when they went to a whole nother. And
How?
because now you couldn't, girls was coming out the projects dancing. They coming from everywhere. They just was dancing. And they didn't have no class. See, back in the days, we were stars. We kept our hair done, our nails done. We looked pretty, we smelled pretty. We wore costumes that was $600-700. You know, your costume, your bra and your panty that you wearing, your earrings to match it, headband if you wanted to boot with it. This is what you wearing, and you looking like a star. You smelled like you came out of Bond number 9. You know? You didn't wear no toilet spray when you danced and you wipe yourself with a baby wipe. You took a bath. Even if you took a bath before you left home, you didn't hit the floor till you showered. Then before you leave, you shower. When you get home, you go straight to sleep. You know, we had pride in ourselves. When the other girls came, it took a toll like, what is this? They didn't come with their hair right, you know? So no, it wasn't like different. But they cleaned up now. They cleaned up and they made a statement.
That was after you said something, or?
No, I didn't really have to say nothing to them. They followed the wheel. Just like how I was a newbie, they followed the wheel. Like, oh, okay. But then they took the wheel with emotions and getting to like a man. We didn't like one. So say if me and Trisha was dating us, no. We was dancing the same customers. Customers was really messy. So on Tuesday, he gonna get Trisha an extra 500. And on Thursday, he'll give me an extra 1,000. But me and Trisha done already talked, bitch, tonight your night. Act like you don't see him tonight. The night my night, bitch, move. Don't keep walking back. What you keep walking back for, bitch? Be mad tonight. Go find your customer. And if you wanted to play with me and Trisha was down. We wasn't falling out about no customer. We knew a customer was a customer, and that was that.
Mm. Now in the new age, how is it going?
The customer's the baby daddy and the boyfriend, and
Just messy.
he's a customer. He was much right as mine as yours. He had no label on it. So, yeah, he puts a label on him. Gave her a few dollars, he put a label on it.
Have you fallen in love during this time at all?
I had one or two of them.
Did the lifestyle get in the way, or did they just not cut it?
No, one I was really, really in. Well, two I was in love with two guys. One was street and one was churchy. And the churchy one, I think we were right for each other, but yeah. Yeah, we was just, I turned the church boy out. I'm sorry.
About his world.
I rocked it. His mom and said, I'm gonna pray for you. Yeah, I turned the church boy out.
Do you have any kids?
No,
Is
I've
that
never been pregnant. I wanted some children. I might have tried for some, but none never made it. So, maybe it's luck. Or maybe it's God's will saying, I love fools and babies, and I can't get his food on babies. So, who knows?
We are in 2012. Where did you transition after take one?
Well, funny thing is, I went back to the Rolexx and I got a job there as hosting. And he paid me very well, like to host. He say, "You my friend. You helped me open up my club in '89. I heard what happened with you and your boss James, so I'm gonna open up a door for you to get some money." So I worked there all the way to like 2000, from 2012 to 2015. 15? Yeah, 15. I worked there at the Rolexx again, just hosting and making money. But it was a blessing for somebody to come back and say, "Hey, no matter what, I threw you out, this, that, and the other. I got you, yeah."
Did you stop dancing after 2004? You transitioned to hosting, so when did you stop dancing?
I really stopped dancing in 2004 because I went back after I came back from out of town and I cut my habit. I went straight back to Coco's before I got my job back at Take One. I was dancing at Coco's on certain nights and I would host at Take One. So it was funny, and the guy just said, "You know what? Come here. You ain't coming back in here no more." He told me I wasn't gonna come back to Coco's no more, and I didn't. And he took me out. I never went back to dance there.
Did you ever reconnect with your parents at any point?
I went and seen my grandmother. I went and always saw my grandmother and always called her. I always let her know truth is this, that, and the other. I always told her the truth. She was cool. I could talk to. Now my mom, she always had something negative to say. "Oh, you Jezebel and this and that." And I say, "Well, I must be got it from you." Oh, my daddy. One of y'all was something. Either he was a pimp or you was a hoe, something was wrong. Something wrong. Because I done got this honestly in my blood. You only act like one of them. So somebody was something. This just didn't naturally come over me.
When clubs like King of Diamonds and Tootsie's opened, what did you think of those? Because they were huge venues. They was not like Take One or Rolexx or the Mint.
Now, when you saw clubs like King of Diamond, I never forget when I first went inside King of Diamonds on a fight night. It was fascinating. Now they had took dancing. No, let's go back before King of Diamonds. You had Queen of Diamonds, and they took dancing to a whole nother level where they made it look like it was a showgirls event. So now it's beginning to look like again in 1989, but with a new twist on it because they made girls look like this and the gowns, and those girls were beautiful. Their hair, you was like, yes, entertainment is back. But yeah, the Queen of Diamonds before King of Diamonds, and they just made you. They sold a show. That's what they sold. If they never sold nothing else, they showed you they sold you a show. They showed you gowns. They become what club coming out in gowns? What is this foolery? And it was elegant and beautiful. And they looked at like statue dolls. They had brought beauty all the way back around again. So now they're affecting the clubs like the Rolexes and the Cocos because now what is this club, Queen of Diamonds? You got your biggest celebrity, a basketball court inside of a club. Oh my God, it was just amazing. Like it was like that's what they sold. They sold the show. They sold the show. They took it to a whole nother level. You couldn't even be mad with them. I used to just be infatuated. They never let me in because I wanted to manage. And they said, "You won't come over here and disrupt the island." Fuck it. I never got a job with them.
What's your next phase? Where do you see yourself in the future?
Now I really want to empower women because there's so many women that's broken and hurt. It's so many women, like young girls, I would give any time and energy to tell them, don't do what I did. Because it ain't, it ain't cool. You might not make it out like that. So just to give back, I did promise God, like, if I can help serve and help somebody to not go on this path I went on, I will do it. And that's where I'm at this point in my life. Try to just get myself together on doing different things, meeting different people. And I really want to minister. So, yeah, that's what I want to do. My name is Portia. This is just a piece of my story. But hey, that's the bottom line.